And welcome to the first video in a series covering MS SQL Server 2012. In this first video we're just going to go quickly through how to set up a quick database using both the SQL Server functionality and also using SQL script itself. So without further ado, to set up using SQL Server functionality, you ensure that obviously you are connected to your database server as shown up here, in my case there, and in the Object Explorer pane. You can see down that all the objects associated with that server then are listed down here. The one that we are most interested in at this point in time is databases. So in order to set up a new database for usage within SQL Server, right click on databases, click on new database. It might just take a few seconds to operate, but all we're doing now at the moment is just going to set up a database. We'll set up a table and subsequent objects after this. So you can see here you've got your new database dialog box. So what we're going to do at the moment is just give it an applicable name, and we'll just call this one just demo 1. Okay, so once we've called it demo 1 and we click on OK, give it a few seconds to come back. Now if you expand databases there, you should see demo 1 is there. Okay, now that's a simple way of setting up the database, but obviously the exam itself will be more focused on the use of SQL scripts. So in order to quickly set up a database using SQL script, go to new query. Most of SQL scripting will be done through the query editor. So go to new query. Right, now I have turned on line numbering and so forth like that. I'll go through that just quickly before I leave this video. But the command that we're most interested at this point in time is create that base, and the third parameter and the last parameter is the database name, and I'll just call that demo2. Right? So once I have that done, to execute your SQL, just click on execute there, this button. So once I click on execute, down here in the messages pane you can see commands completed successfully. And in fact, if I refresh the Object Explorer pane, we can see the demo 2 is there. What I'll do in the next video now is I'll show how to put tables into either of these databases, and how to set up the settings of your table, and also how to set up means of inputting in data to your tables. Just as a small option before I go, in order to show line numbering, which is turned off by default, tools, options, and we can see down here in the environment, so forth like that, and it is under second text editor, under transact SQL, under general line numbers, and if you click on OK like that, it will display line numbers in your SQL editor scripts, which is obviously handy. But that way we'll cover that and other issues in the next video. So for now, if you've got that much done, you're doing well. Thank you, and talk to you in the next video.